So between the last video and now, I've made some more changes to the readme.md file and pushed them to my testing branch. As you can see from this commit, I added a new header line to the readme. And if we click on the file, we can see that I added "this is the best." Now I'm going to make what is called a pull request to sync all my changes on the testing branch to the master branch. You'll often be creating pull requests when you've completed working on a feature and you want this feature to now be merged into the master branch. This way the master branch remains up to date with all of the latest changes from different developers. So I can go into the pull request tab and click create pull request. So as you can see, I want my testing branch to be merged into the master branch. So for these pull requests, you'll have a title and a description of what is going to be merged in and the changes that you've made. So I want Ak to be one of the reviewers. So I add him there. And I want to make sure the closed branch is clicked. So I can click create pull request. So since I want Ak to be one of the reviewers, what this basically means is he will look over the changes I made and make sure that there are no bugs, and he can make comments on my code as well. Pull request reviews are critical while collaborating with others. First, it makes sure people are notified of new features being worked on and completed. Second, it gives you a chance to get another set of eyes on the code you've written. If Ak wants, he can make some comments below, and I can view them directly on Bitbucket. I can then make changes locally and push again to address his comments. I do not need to create the PR again. When I push, the PR updates as well. So as you can see, the green lines are the stuff that I'm going to be adding into the master, while the red lines are the stuff I'll be taking out. And I can comment anywhere here, and I can see them directly on Bitbucket.
Hey everyone, this is Ak. I've been working in parallel on Ryan's awesome demo project. In this video, we're going to look at reviewing a pull request and also cover what exactly are merge conflicts. So like we covered in previous videos, I've cloned the repo and created my own branch, Akshat. So if I do git branch, right here I'm on my Akshat branch. So let me make some changes to readme and add them, commit them, and push them. All right, so I'm gonna open it up in Vim. I'm gonna quickly make some changes. This is a good readme, and add some other changes here. Hello, hello, and maybe blah, blah. All right, and then I'm just gonna go ahead and save it. All right, so doing a git status will show me the status of my repository, and right now it shows that I have modified a readme file, but I haven't really done anything with it yet. So I'm gonna go ahead and add it, and then commit using a message made title changes to readme. And then I'm gonna go ahead and push this. All right, so that's pushed. And if I sort of go into my branches and click the Akshat branch, I'll see all of the commits here, and I also see my latest message made title changes to readme. So we know that the remote is up to date. And it also looks like Ryan asked me to review his PR. So let's go ahead and do that. And right here it is, testing. So when reviewing on PR, you can leave comments. I can say, hey, this looks good, and save that. And Ryan can go ahead and read these comments, and if there are any necessary changes, he can go ahead and make those changes and update his PR. For now, it all looks good, and so I'm gonna go ahead and approve the pull request. And once I've approved the pull request, Ryan can go ahead and merge it into the master branch. I can go ahead and do that for him. So yep, all of this looks good, and close the source branch, which means we're going to close the testing branch once it's merged in. So we're going to merge it. And all right, that seems to be confirmed. Now let's go back to my terminal. Now, let's say while I've been working on my branch Akshat, the master branch has been updated with a lot of PRs, similar to how Ryan just updated it with his PR. This could mean that developers have added in work that conflicts with the work I'm currently doing. For example, I saw that Ryan changed the README, and so did I. This is what we call a merge conflict. So another step before creating a pull request is you want to make sure that you're in sync with the latest updates to master. So I'm on branch Akshat, and the way to properly update my branch with master is to do git pull origin master. All right, and usually if different developers are working on different parts of the code and different files, you should see that everything looks good. But in this case, like I pointed out earlier, me and Ryan have both made changes to the README file, which is why you can see here it says conflict. And I'm going to go ahead and show you how to resolve merge conflicts. And the way to do that is pretty simple. Just open up the file that it sort of indicates there's a merge conflict in. So I'm going to open it up in Vim, right? And what you're going to see is there are three important lines. This kind of head line, a middle separating line, and a final line. Now, what does this really mean? So you can imagine this being divided up into two sections, section 1 and section 2. Now, section 1 are the changes that I want to make. So these are the incoming changes. And section 2 are the ones that were existing on master. So if we recall, I had made a change, this is a good README, whereas master didn't have that. And so this is master, and this is my Akshat branches changes. Now, all I need to do is figure out what I want to keep and what I don't want to keep. So I definitely want to delete the headline because I don't want that to be part of my file. I want to keep this is a good README, and I also want to keep the hello changes. So it seems to me that I can just delete out section 2. Done, 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 done. And then finally, also this last funky line. This basically is a hash representation of the commit. You don't have to worry about that. We can just delete this line. And now this is what I want the final thing updated to look like. So I can go ahead and save this. And once I'm satisfied with resolving the conflict, I want to again go ahead and add my changes, add a commit message, resolved merge conflict, and git push -u origin Akshat. And good. Now let's double check that we indeed resolved all the merge conflicts, and the way to do that would just be to git pull origin master again. And it should say already up to date. That means we have correctly resolved all the merge conflicts. So now we're perfectly in sync with master without any conflicts. So with that, we can go back to Bitbucket and open up my branch. And it does indeed say that the last commit was resolved merge conflicts. We can go ahead and sort of see the diff as well. This sort of shows the changes that were made in this commit. And that's pretty much it. I've resolved merge conflicts. I also had an opportunity to review Ryan's PR prior to that. And so to wrap up this video series, this is how you essentially continually add make changes, review, and collaborate with peers while working on your intern projects. All the best!